Alright, what's going on, guys? Little call-in show tonight. So, pretty much how this is gonna work is I'm gonna post a link to the StreamYard in the channel. I should copy that right now, and you can always talk about whatever. Try to focus on sports, but if it goes away from sports, whatever. Just don't talk politics, any like controversial, like humany topics. Don't talk politics and all those controversial things. If you want to get an answer from me, basketball, baseball, football, and really it's a call-in show. So you just say what's on your mind. If you have questions for me, you ask them. And yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to go. We'll stay on for like an hour, hour and a half. If we have a high volume of callers, then I'm going to limit calls to like 5 minutes. But I'm not expecting that to happen. So I'm going to post a link in the chat. And yeah, if you want to call in, you don't have to. If you want to call in, you could. If not, you can just hang in the chat, and I'll try to respond to the chat. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably stay on for like an hour, hour and a half. Nobody that's late here on the East Coast. So yeah, I'm gonna post a link right now. If you would like to join, I'm going to pin it as well in the chat. So pin message. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights says, "Yo, what's going on, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights?" And Ponytoll says, "Ready for spring training this week?" I am very ready. I was actually watching college baseball today. That's the first. Usually never watch college baseball, but today I really was in a baseball-y mood. So I was actually watching Cal playing at I don't know which field, but it was a spring training field. It was Cal versus Kansas State. It's on LB Network. College baseball. Cal actually won that game, so that was fun to watch. And yeah, baseball is back. At least colleges and spring training. Yeah, like you said, starting next week, and I'm very, very excited for that. Very excited. Say a Giant season. I think opening day is what, the 31st of March? Maybe April 1st. I don't know. I know they open in San Diego on a Thursday. They for the first spring training game, I believe the 23rd or 24th against the Cubs. So yeah, just get into that time of the year where it's gonna be both Kings basketball and Giants baseball at the same time. Just get into that time of year, and this is a great time of year. Phenomenal time. Hopefully the Kings are in the playoffs, and hopefully the Giants season is starting. The Giants season will be starting, but hopefully the Kings are in the playoffs to add on to that season started. This link is pinned in the chat if you would like to call in. You don't have to show your face either. If you want to call in, you can either keep your camera off, or I can just keep it like this, and you'll just be audio only. Doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want to do if you do choose to call in, which again, you do not have to. If you would not like to. Johnny, what's going on, Johnny? Pitarosa says, play, fly, zip line sports, and Terra Trike sports and kites. Wow, a lot of song requests. Damn. 6 song requests from... Are these songs or just videos? Are these songs or videos, Johnny? What's going on, Johnny? A lot of video requests. See the Giants, if you want the Giants baseball, just sign Jorge Soler. That can be a good thing. Oh my god. By the way, my cough's still here. Ponytail says Niners better hire Vrabel. I agree. I think it should either be Vrabel or Belichick. I know they're looking at Staley a bunch, but I do not like that if the Niners were to do that. I think Brandon Staley, there's a reason he gave 63 points to the Raiders. He sucks. So I do not want Brandon Staley as the DC of the Niners. No. So fly. So yeah, I would not mind Vrabel though. He would be good hire. Him or Belichick. I mean, I'd rather, if I had to pick either Vrabel or Belichick, I'd probably pick Vrabel because I don't. This Belichick, I mean, he's Belichick. He doesn't have any energy. Doesn't want to speak to the press. And again, we saw what happened with this Niners defense when Steve Wilkes was in the press box. He wasn't on the field with them. They didn't really play that well. Like the 3 weeks, Minnesota, Cincinnati, they did not play well. And then he moved to the field, and they're good because the Niners defense is used to like defensive coordinators who are very energetic, like Robert Saleh. D'Amico Ryans was always on the sideline, being very energetic. So yeah, I could have done a 5-minute countdown, but I just did 30. What's going on, PK? I could have done the 5-minute, but I didn't want to get on here like 10:50. So I just did the 30-second countdown. So what's going on, PK? Johnny, no, not songs. You don't have a game tell and call those sports. You want me to call ping pong? How do I call ping pong? I gotta figure that out. Terra strike sports and kite surfing. I should figure out kite surfing actually does not sound half bad. I would. I don't want to call it, but I definitely check it out. Let's see it. Ooh, that actually looks fun. The final countdown. Lol, yeah. Probably tell since Niners playing the Chiefs, play season, what happened if Terrace was in the Levi's? Ooh. Hopefully they boo her. Hopefully they were to boo her. So this is kite surfing. Ultimate Kite Surf Compilation 2023. Oh, you don't want to see an ad. I don't want no ads. The final countdown. So again, if you would like to join in, like to call in, the link is pinned in the chat if you would like. You don't have to, of course, if you don't want to. But if you want, link is pinned. This is kite surfing. Should, maybe share this again. I'm just gonna mute this. So this is kite surfing. This actually looks pretty cool. Looks like parasailing. It's pretty cool. BK says, your thoughts on if Sabonis replaces Lillard? I think he should. I don't think, is it confirmed? I don't think it is confirmed. But if they are getting a replacement for Kawhi Leonard, which I think they are, it has to be Sabonis. First of all, he should have been an All-Star in the first place. So if they're replacing Leonard, it better be Domas. Better. This guy is 6th in the MVP voting odds, and he's not an All-Star. That makes no sense. So if they're replacing Kawhi, they better make it Domas. They better. No, but tomorrow I'm probably gonna stream college basketball at 10 tomorrow. Not All-Star weekend, but I'll probably be streaming college basketball tomorrow. It'll be Colorado versus USC. So yeah, exactly. It's also in Indianapolis, which is where he was before he got traded here, of course. So I mean, he should be an All-Star in the first place. So yeah, he definitely should replace Kawhi if that were to happen. So, in my opinion, the All-Star weekend is all this bogus. In my opinion, I just don't think. I think it's just boring because no one tries both for the NFL and the NBA. I mean, MLB, at least the players kind of try, but I still think it's kind of boring. But NBA, NFL, no, I do not like the All-Star games. Isaiah Faithful. What's going on, Isaiah? What's up, NorCal? How you doing, bro? You streaming the NBA All-Star game? I am not streaming the NBA All-Star game, but I will be live tomorrow night. For college basketball, it'll be Bronny James, USC. So that's the next time we'll be live. 10 p.m. tomorrow. USC versus Colorado. It'll be Bronny James time. Though that team has been struggling a bunch, USC. Bronny James hasn't really been all that special. He's only getting 7 points per game. But it should be fun anyway. We can do some college basketball tomorrow night. Did post our schedule on the community tab if you want to check that out. Why they Rob Manfred? Because he's a clown. He has a bad personality. People don't like what he does with the rules and stuff. He's probably the most hated GM, hated owner, hated commissioner in all of the 4 major sports. I think he's even more hated than Goodell, which is an accomplishment. BK says, I thought Keegan Murray's in the 3-point contest. I don't think he is. I know it's like Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu or something like that in the 3-point contest. I mean, Steph should win, but I know that's one of the things that's going on there. BK, can I stream I know, Caitlin Clark is unbelievable. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to women's basketball, but Caitlin Clark, I saw her. I was kind of watching that part where she broke the all-time women's basketball scoring record that was against Michigan. I was watching that. She is sensational. She is maybe the best women's basketball player ever, and she hasn't even made it to the NBA yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing her, just seeing her her stats when she does go to the big leagues. You think Sabrina's gonna beat Curry? Really? Yeah, I think Curry's gonna win. Curry should win. Yeah, I mean, I think most people like that aspect. of each team plays every team. I personally do a lot, but Rising Star Right USA versus World. Is it? I don't know. I think that's tonight. Rising Star game. Then the actual All Star game is Sunday night, which is. I keep thinking today's Saturday. Today's Friday night. It's almost Saturday here. But I think tonight's the Rising Stars game, the offshore All Star game, is Sunday, and the 3-point contest and dunk contest is tomorrow night. No, she faces Ionescu of the WNBA. That's who he faces. We got a man backstage. We got Shar Doll. What's going on, Shar Doll?
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
What's going on? Nothing much. How about you?
I love all your content, on your YouTube channel.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Are you doing any more play-by-play streams?
Yes, tomorrow I'm college basketball USC versus
Hey,
Colorado. That'll be at 10 Eastern time. So
I mean, Caitlin Clark is an amazing WNBA player, man. Like
yeah,
she can shoot the ball, she can do everything correctly. I mean, that girl can really kill it.
yeah, she's amazing. All the leading scorer in women's college basketball. Sensational.
Do you think she's gonna how great do you think she's gonna be in the future? Do you think she's gonna eventually make it up there?
She's definitely gonna be a WNBA player, but I think with if she plays the same way she's playing right now that she's doing in college, she's definitely gonna be maybe the GOAT of the WNBA. That's saying a lot too. I really like her potential.
I'm a big fan of WNBA basketball too. Some of my friends are not really into it,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of great players in the WNBA.
there
Kelsey
are.
Plum, Asia Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
Candace Parker.
Yeah, there's some good
So
players there.
it's definitely a great league. It's definitely a great league, and all these women are trying to prove themselves that they can really make it up there.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really watch a ton of it, but I know there's. And I watched some playoff games before. It's kind of fun, especially in the playoffs. There's some good atmospheres. So yeah,
It's
it's fun to
great to hear
watch.
your voice because normally I don't get to see your face, so it's kind of interesting to see you first for my first time to see you actually how you look. It's kind of interesting because I you normally don't show your face when you do play-by-play streams.
Yeah, I just started doing that literally first day this year. That was the first time I did it. So
What made you show your face? Because normally you don't turn on your camera, right? Like you don't try and let people know who you are, so people can like and subscribe to your channel, give you all the love, and hopefully you get more guests on here.
yeah, the reason my camera was off in the first place because I had a whole YouTube channel. I showed my face and YouTube banned the channel off the platform. So didn't want that to happen again. But we got enough subscribers, I thought, and we showed it. And of course, YouTube hasn't done anything yet. So
What were your thoughts on the 49ers and Chiefs 25-22 overtime loss by on a game-winning touchdown pass by Patrick Mahomes to Mecole Hardman Jr.?
man, that was just devastating.
I was at a sports bar. I was at Dave and Buster's watching the game with me and my friends. We were all having a great time, and we were hoping that we would get our sixth Lombardi. But we were very depressed because we had the lead, man. Like the whole
Yeah,
point, the Niners had the lead, and then at the end it was 22 to 19. And if they would have contained Patrick Mahomes in the pocket, then Niners would have a chance of winning the game.
yeah. That if Moody made the extra point, they would have won technically 2019. If Greenlaw getting hurt really, really, really devastated them, and I just think
I could
Shanahan
clearly
abandoned
see,
the run, and that cost them the game.
I could clearly see how devastated all the Niner fans were
Yeah,
when they lost, and then they were walking out of Legion Stadium. I mean, Niner fans are really hoping to get a win because we all were hoping to get this sixth Lombardi trophy.
yeah. It's three Super Bowl losses in the span of 11 years. Man, man, I've only seen losing in my lifetime. I haven't seen a
I
Niners
mean,
Super Bowl yet.
I don't know what's going on with the Niners, man. Like they went to three straight Super Bowls and they ended up losing all three of them. So I don't know what this team is doing. Like this team is at one point this team is super consistent and they win a lot of their games. And other points they're super inconsistent and they lose like most of their games. So like I can't trust this team that they're going to be consistent all the time. Like this team can't be consistent, right? Like you can't rely
Yeah.
on this team to be consistent every single year. Every time they find a way of letting everybody down. It's just like I don't understand what's going on with this team. Like I'll always root on the 49ers all the time. I mean, I'll always be a loyal 49er fan, but when a team loses, it's just like it doesn't make me want to be a fan anymore because it's just like this team ends up losing so much.
Yeah, I get that. Same with the Niners here. They fired Steve Wilkes. Who do you think they should hire as their DC?
I
Like
mean,
Belichick's an option.
everybody's saying Bill Belichick to be to replace Steve Wilkes,
Yeah.
but I don't know why it's not going to be Bill Belichick.
No,
He's way too old, and I don't think he's going to be a good replacement for Steve Wilkes.
yeah. I mean, I also don't think Belichick wants to do that. I mean, if he wants to get another job, I think he wants to be a head coach. I
And I
think
don't
it's going to come down to Vrabel
and
or
I
Brandon
I do
Staley.
not understand why people keep throwing the name Bill Belichick into the pot
Yeah. I
because
don't think
he's
that's
not going to
happening.
be a good replacement. He's too, like I said, he's too old, and I don't think he's going to be able to lead this team. So, do you think there's somebody else that could potentially replace Steve Wilkes as
That
the defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I think Mike Vrabel. I would love for the Niners to get Vrabel. As for DC, another name flying around is Brandon Staley, who I wouldn't really be a fan of, but Niners, I think that's their number one target right now. And you can just stay inside. I mean, Richard Sherman, that would be an option. And also, there's been like his name has been flying around forever. Chris Kasarik, the D line coach, he's one hell of a coach, and I think he'd be also a good defensive coordinator. But we will see. We'll see. Should be coming up soon. But I think if I had to make a prediction, it's going to be Brandon Staley. But I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong because I do not think that would be a good hire at all.
I mean, for when you looked at Clay Thompson, he set a career high of 35 points. I think he's making a name for himself because everybody was 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 slandering Clay Thompson that he's not the same Clay he was
Hmm.
in the past, and he made a statement
Yeah, I
when
saw
they
that off the
played
bench too.
Utah
Yeah,
and they
off the
won.
bench. Yeah.
So I think Clay does look like the Clay he was. I mean, he's slowly turning into the same Clay he was, right?
Hmm.
Like the same
Definitely.
Clay Thompson that he was like when they were winning the championship.
Yeah.
I
And he
mean,
did it
do you
off the
think
bench
that
too. That
he's
was really
gonna?
impressive.
How impressive do you think that Clay Thompson's gonna be? Like, do you think he's gonna prove people wrong?
I mean, he is Clay Thompson. He's been doing it forever. I think he's gonna get out of a slump. I mean, he's been one hell of a player for his entire career. He's gonna get out of it. And I think that's just step one. What he did in Utah, especially off the bench too. He responded to that very, very well. I think Thompson's gonna be back to his normal
I
self
mean,
very
I mean,
soon.
the only team that is not performing really well is the Sharks because the Sharks are 19 and 33. They're probably not gonna make the Stanley Cup playoffs.
No, no, Sharks are very, 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 very bad. But they're in rebuild. That's expected. Hopefully they'll be good in the next 3 years. I mean, they got stuff coming in. They got Will Smith. I mean, Eklund's still developing. So the Sharks hopefully will be good soon.
What about the Giants? Do you think the Giants are gonna? Cause I can't wait for Giants baseball. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We got a whole lot. We got a lot of new players that got signed on the team. Um, we got Robbie Ray got signed,
Hmm.
and we got Jung Ho Lee, who's the South Korean baseball player. We
Yep.
got him as well. But we like I don't know how they're gonna do because the Giants have always been losing, so I don't know how they're gonna do next year with all the additions, all the new signings that they've added onto their team,
Yeah.
trying to they're trying to strengthen that 26-man roster.
Yeah, I mean, I like what the Giants did this offseason. I mean, Young Hoo Lee, I think he's going to be solid. He may develop this year. I think he could be like at least a 240 hitter. Robbie Ray, when he comes back after the All Star break, he won the Cy Young 2 years ago. He's a solid pitcher. He still is. He had a decent year last year in Seattle. And then I really, really, really like the Jorge Soler signing. He is Jock Peterson, but just miles better than Jock Peterson. He's not a cancer in the locker room. I really like Jorge Soler. I've been wanting the Giants to get Soler for the longest time,
I
and they
mean,
finally
Jorge
got him.
Soler is a really I mean he was one of he was one of the greatest signings on the Giants that they had.
Yeah,
Because
this season.
when he was
Yeah.
on the Marlins, I believe he hit like 36 home runs
Yeah, and
in
he had
his
a bomb at
career.
Oracle this year. He had like I think like 440 something feet. So yeah, I really like Giants. I think they're like maybe like an 84, 85 on team. Bob Melvin's been a hell of a manager for his entire career. I mean, last year in San Diego wasn't his greatest tenure ever. But the Giants got to see like winning like 85
For
games
me,
this year.
as a Sharks fan, for me, my favorite players were Patrick Marleau, Joe Pavelski, Brent Burns. Um, those are my childhood players, and that's when I grew up being a Sharks fan because of those players.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're no longer on the team.
No.
And now we have all these younger players that have expertise, but they need to work on like new players that they had. It's like I'm I'll always be a Sharks fan, but like they're also highly inconsistent most of the time.
Yeah. And again, they're in a rebuild. They'll be good soon, but this has been. I mean, the start to the season was one of the worst starts to an NHL season I think in the history of the NHL. They got a little better. I think they're like in second least points in the league. I think just ahead of Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's a rebuilding team. They'll have a high pick this year in the draft, and hopefully they'll draft well. Again, they have some people coming in. They got Eklund developing, Will Smith at Boston College still. Is it? I think it's Boston College or Harvard. I don't know, but Will Smith's coming in.
Hey
Eklund's.
Brandon, what was the sole reason why you named your YouTube channel NorCal Sports Report?
Well, honestly, I had a name before that was terrible. Sports Fanatic 6921. I mean, no one, whatever, in their right mind searched that up. So I just determined like I need a new name, and I was gonna do Bay Area Sports Report. Then the Kings are not in the Bay Area, so I thought NorCal, Northern California, would be a decent name. And yeah, that's how I got it pretty much. I didn't really get inspired by anyone. I just thought about it. First, the NorCal Sports Network. That's how I found that channel, and that was not available. I put in NorCal Sports Report, and that was available. So yeah, that's how I changed my name. And why I changed my name? Because my name before was terrible, and there was no one watching. And literally the second I changed my name to this, honestly, got a lot more reviews on live streams. So it was a good decision. Now we're not too far from 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, once again, if you would like to call in, the link to call in is pinned in the chat. Again, you don't have to show your face. You don't have to call in either, but if you like to call in, the link is pinned in the top of the chat.
Hey
So
Brandon, on opening day against the against the on opening day for the San Francisco Giants, who do you think is going to be your starting lineup?
starting lineup, that's interesting. I gotta pull up the 40 man for that. So I know Logan Webb's definitely gonna be the opening day starter. Let's actually pull up the Giants 40 man and share that. It's a good point. Let's pull this up here. Giants 40 man. Give my lineup predictions. Here we go. So I'm not gonna go in order, but I mean Patrick Bailey will probably be in the lineup. J.D. Davis will be your starting third baseman for most of the year. Tyler Stroud at second. I don't know what. I don't think Crawford's going to be here, but Luciano probably be your starting shortstop. I think Schmidt's going to be off the bench till he start the year.
How do you how do you think Bob Melvin's gonna do on his tenure with the Giants right now? Do you think he's gonna lead this team in the right direction?
I think Bob Melvin's a very good hire for the Giants. He's going to lead the team in the right direction. They're going to win more games than they did last year. He's not going to do any of that platoon BS
Brandon, I
that
could
Kapler
clearly
did.
see why people want Matt Chapman on the Giants because he wants to reunite with Bob Melvin when they were
Yeah.
both playing for the Oakland A's.
Yep. It would be a.
Do you agree? Would that be
Yeah,
a
I
good
would love Matt Chapman.
would that be
Definitely.
a good move for the San Francisco Giants to sign Matt Chapman?
I think it would because I'm not that high on J.D. Davis. I think Chapman's much better than J.D. Davis, so I'd be very happy if the
I
Giants
mean,
were to sign
what
Chapman.
what qualities do you think Matt Chapman would bring to the Giants if they sign him?
I mean, he's been a Gold Glover like a million times in his career, so he's good with defense. As we know, the Giants really struggle with defense. He's got power. Last year wasn't his greatest year ever, but again, he's just a better player than J.D. Davis, and he'd definitely be the starting third baseman of the team. And he can play, I think, also at first and second. He can play around the infield. So I just think Chapman would be a very solid signing. He's very versatile. Great defense, which is a need of the Giants, but yeah, I think he'd be a good signing. I think he definitely would be. Because his far honest delusional. Yeah, he is. Isaiah says, let's go SF Giants. Hope we at least make the playoffs. I don't see it happening. The team is very young. I mean, I can maybe see the Giants making it as like the third wild card.
Brandon,
That's it.
it's really great to hear your voice when you're not on camera and when you're on camera.
Thank you.
I mean I mean, but like I prefer you to be on camera because I get to see your face and I get to see how you look. I prefer you be on camera more often.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better too. I like it.
Because if you turn on your camera, people can get to know how you look like, and you can also get your channel out there and get a lot of more people to subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Yeah. I think it was a good idea too. Also, another reason I turned my camera on because I got a new device which can do OBS, and with OBS I got to show my face, or else there'll just be no camera. So yeah, that's another reason. Being to show my face because of OBS, and that's literally higher production. So
And
yeah,
the Golden State Warriors are also throwing out a rumor out there that LeBron James is gonna join the Warriors. I don't think he's gonna join the Warriors. I think he's gonna be Laker for life.
man, if that happens, I would be very,
So
very pissed.
do you think that LeBron James is gonna be a Laker for life and he might retire a Laker?
I think he is going to be like. I think honestly, LeBron James, wherever Bronny ends up going, is where LeBron's going to go. If like Bronny ends up even going like Sacramento, I think LeBron will go to Sacramento. Thinking definitely in his last year, he's going to go with Bronny just to play with him. So that's what I think LeBron's going to do. Another Isaiah faithful. You don't call people Dodge fans. That's insulting.
How do you think the 49ers is gonna look like next year? Do you think that they'll they'll they they'll win a lot more games next year? Because I would love them to love them see I would love to see them win a lot more football games next year and potentially make it to the Super Bowl and even maybe even win that sixth Lombardi.
Hopefully next year is the year they found one because I think next year is the last year of their Super Bowl window. I think they should. This is my hot take. I think they should trade Debo Samuel this offseason. I watched the QB school Brock Purdy analysis in the Super Bowl. Debo Samuel, he didn't play with effort. It's been an issue all year for Debo. So I think Niners should get rid of Debo Samuel, save some money. Then next year is a big year because you got to pay Brock. So it depends if you even want to pay
I
Brock.
mean,
We'll see.
as a
But trading
as
Debo
a
would give him a lot of
49er
money.
fan, when I saw linebacker Dre Greenlaw get suffer a torn Achilles,
Yeah.
that made me squirm because he's such a great linebacker. I mean, he's done so many great things for the Niners.
Mhm.
And it was so hard to see him go down and see all the medical training personnel come out on the field and tend to him. It made me cry, because
Yeah.
I love Dre Greenlaw, man. I mean, I live and die Dre Greenlaw.
I love Dre Greenlaw too. I love the energy he plays with, and he couldn't even control it either. It was a non. He was running onto the damn field, and he
And
tears
to
his
me,
Achilles, and it
to
was
me as
just
a
it was.
49er fan, when I saw Dre Greenlaw get injured with that torn Achilles,
Mhm.
um, that was adding insult to injury because the Niners were already losing, and then
Mhm.
we ended up losing Dre Greenlaw, so that ended like insult to our injury, right? We were already losing, and then now we have an injury on the field. Like, what is going on here? So many injuries happening on for this Niners team.
Yeah. Greenlaw
Like,
was
I
a
don't
huge
like to
loss,
see
and
injury. Like, for me myself, I don't like injuries per se. I don't like to see
no,
players getting injured.
no. And then Greenlaw left this backup, which I think was Oren Burks. Guess what? Dre Greenlaw's backup was the one who gave up the winning touch in the Harbin. So I mean, it was just such a big loss, and there was nothing you can do about it.
How much of a big loss was it for the 49ers to lose Dre Greenlaw?
I think it was one of the many reasons they lost the game. I mean, again, Oren Burks, he's solid, but he's no Dre Greenlaw, and he
As a
was the one who gave up the winning touchdown.
as a
So I
49er
think it was
fan,
big.
that 3-yard touchdown pass from Mahomes to Mecole Hardman Jr. I can't remove that moment from my head.
No, it was. I literally after that happened, I literally was just staring at my TV for like 5 minutes. It was.
And I could
Devastating.
clearly see at this when I was at the sports bar and I was watching the game and
Hmm.
everybody else who was also in attendance also watching it. I could clearly see when they saw that touchdown, they knew it that the game was practically over. Like because
Yeah.
like it was first and goal, and then Mahomes, like this is the problem with Mahomes. Like if you leave him wide open, he can just throw. He can get. He's like Steph Curry. You know when Steph Curry gets wide open and nobody's guarding him and he just shoots a three and then it floats in the air.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Mahomes did. Like he was open. There was nobody tackling him. McCole Hardman Jr. was wide open in the end zone,
Hmm.
and he caught that touchdown. In the end, they won the game, and then the the Niners season, the 49ers season was over.
Yeah. You with a quarterback like Mahomes, probably maybe gonna be the goat of the NFL. You if you want to beat Mahomes, you gotta destroy him. You cannot keep him in the game. And unfortunately, the Niners had too many mistakes,
And
and they
and
kept Mahomes in the game. McCaffrey fumble on
and
the
I don't know
first
why.
drive.
And
Big.
I don't understand why they let Mahomes wide open. Like he was wide open with that touchdown pass.
Yeah. Yeah. It was.
Like
It
I
was
don't
tough.
like I'm trying like as a Niner fan, I'm trying to get over I'm trying to get over that moment right now.
Hmm.
Like I'm trying to get over it so I don't even think about it. But I can't stop not I can't stop getting it out of my head. Like when those moments happen in a game, it's kind of hard to erase that memory.
Yeah, it was bad. Also, Hufanga not playing was also pretty big. I mean, Jair Brown just back did have a pick, but I mean, no Hufanga either. It was nothing. Nice spelling of Talanoa Hufanga. BK. I'm gonna spell in the chat just to brag. This is to Talo Talola. Sorry, but yeah, that was also a big loss too, Hufanga. So,
Brandon,
yep.
in a way, you when I look at your face, you look like a college student.
Thanks. I'm actually 2 years from college, so I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Once again, if you would like to call into the show, you can click the link which is pinned in the top of the chat. Just click it. You put in your name. You don't have to show your face if you don't want. You don't have to call in either if you don't want to. But if you would like to call in, click the pin link in the chat. And also, if you just don't want to, you can also just chat in the chat, and I'll respond to the chat. So yeah, probably gonna stay in for like another
Hey
40
guys,
minutes.
make sure to subscribe to Brandon's YouTube channel and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get us both a like and a follow.
Yeah.
Subscribe to both of our channels. I'm trying to get up there right now.
Mhm.
I'm at 220 subscribers, so I'm trying to get up to that 300 subscriber mark.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
give us both love on both of our channels, and Brandon does a great job with all his play-by-play streams. Um, so it would be an immense it would bring immense joy to him if you would give him a like.
Definitely. Yeah. Listen to Shard there. Hit that like button, subscribe, and also subscribe to Shard if you have not already. I'm going to Yale. No, I am an idiot. I'm definitely not going to Yale. Nine should hire Joe Barry. I think Joe Barry is terrible. That would be
Brandon, I
bad.
really love calling in because I'm one of those people who isn't shy to call in.
Yeah.
Even the things I say might get rejected. People might not agree with my takes. I still like to hop onto the show and talk some various sports, talk some 49ers, talk some Giants, some Sharks, some Warriors.
Yeah.
I love all my Barrier teams.
Definitely. Yeah, appreciate you calling in tonight, SG. Appreciate it.
The game that the biggest game that I'm looking for as a Warriors fan is when the Warriors are playing the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden.
Well, that'll be fun.
I'm
Yeah.
really excited because I would love to see Steph Curry break his record of 54 points. He scored 54 points in the Garden.
Wow. That is gonna be a good game.
I mean,
Definitely.
would that be would that and you know how exciting that would be like and that would be Steph Curry would feel great playing in MSG because was Ray Allen and Reggie Miller were in the stands seeing Steph Curry break their 3-point record.
Yeah, nothing compares really, like in any sport, to playing at
I
the
mean, I
Garden.
would
So
I would definitely with if Stephen Curry broke his record of 54 points, do you think that would be a highlight of that highlight of his career if he ended up making that happen?
definitely, yeah, that'll be one of his best moments ever. I mean, he also broke. I think he also broke the all-time three-point scored, all-time three-pointer record at the Garden last year. So
Brandon,
Curry has history there.
if I did a if I did a play by play if I did a play by play stream for the Warriors and Knicks game in Madison Square Garden, and if
Yeah.
Curry broke his record of 54 points, I bet my YouTube channel, I bet I would get like I would probably get up to like 300 or 400 subscribers
Yeah.
in that one stream.
Yeah, that'd be definitely a view getter. That'd be a lot of views there if Curry breaks the
I
record.
would definitely do you think I should do that game, because if I want to get more subscribers, maybe I should cover that game.
Yeah, play-up plays are good. They probably the reason I'm growing. So I think if you want to grow, play-up plays are a good option. Definitely, that would be a good game to stream as well. Warriors Knicks. Curry and LeBron said they're playing in the 2024 Olympics. Wow.
Brandon, and the fascinating tidbit I found about was that Steph Curry and LeBron James are born in the same hospital.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't know that.
when they were little kids, they were born in the same hospital in Akron.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Steph Curry's from Akron and LeBron James from Akron.
Wow.
That's why there's a reason why. That's why there's a reason why Steph Curry and LeBron want to play on the Warriors, because they were both born in Akron.
That is true. That'd be a good reason. That would definitely be a good reason.
But do you think that the social media would blow up if LeBron went to Golden State?
Oh god, yeah, I'd be very angry if that happened. I mean, it's already bad enough that LeBron's a Laker, but if he downgrades himself and goes to the Warriors, oh god no, that'd be bad. I would not
I
enjoy
would
that.
not want to see that. I would not want to see that happen.
No,
But LeBron and Steph were both All Stars.
yeah, the two of the greatest players to ever even
So the
touch
two
the
reasons
basketball ever.
why
So
the two reasons why LeBron should come to the Warriors is that number one, they were both All Stars. Number two, they were both born in Akron, Ohio.
yeah, but I,
So
if
those
I
are two
hope that doesn't happen.
apparent reasons why Warriors fans would love to see him come to the Bay.
Yeah, Russell Wilson was born in Ohio too. Yeah, there's some good athletes who were born in Ohio. I mean, obviously Steph, LeBron, Russell Wilson. There's some good stuff in Ohio. So
As a Warriors fan, I'm really heartbroken that Stephen Curry wasn't selected as one of the 8 participants in the NBA 3-point shootout.
yeah,
He was not even selected.
that's a crime. Kind of like
And I'm
Domas not
sad
being an
because
All
Steph
Star.
Curry's one of the greatest 3-point shooters right now, and he not and having him not being selected as one of the 8 shooters is that's a disgrace right there.
That is a disgrace.
I looked
Yeah.
at all the 8 shooters in the 3-point contest, and Stephen Curry's name wasn't even there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of bad things that happen this All Star thing. With Fox and Smokes not being All Stars, Curry not being fan voting is a crime.
And
Fan voting is a
Curry
crime. Exactly.
and Curry wasn't voted as an All-Star start. He was voted as an All-Star reserve.
Yeah. I mean, I agree though with that. I think Shea should have been the star. Shea's been having an absurd season, and his team's
Warriors
first in the
fans.
West. But
Warriors fans need to be happy that at least Stephen Curry's an All-Star reserve instead of an All-Star starter. Which he's part of the All-Star game, but he's not a starter.
yeah,
But he's still part of the. He's still going to be introduced when they introduce all the players during the NBA All-Star game.
mhm,
They're still going to introduce Steph Curry. So, I hope, because Steph Curry broke another record in the All-Star game last year. He put up
Yeah.
50 points in the All-Star game,
he's just amazing.
and he didn't
Steph
even
Curry.
miss a single shot.
Wow.
He didn't even miss a single three. He probably every three he took he splashed it.
Man, I didn't watch this year. Honestly, I didn't know that.
That's why Steph Curry is one of my favorite basketball players of all time.
I
Steph Curry
can't
should be the
stand him, but I have to respect
In
what he
my
does.
opinion, I think Steph Curry should be the GOAT.
Ooh, you're going far there. I don't. I wouldn't go that far.
Why?
I mean, LeBron and Jordan are
No, but
exist.
Steph Curry's killing it right now, and he basically revolutionized the 3-point shot.
He did, but I mean, Michael Jordan has whatever 5, 6 rings. I mean, Curry's definitely top 5 of all time. I think it goes. I'm not in order. LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, maybe Curry at 4, maybe Wilt or Bill Russell. I think that's the order, but I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go as far as saying Curry's the greatest player
The
of all time.
two of the most gorgeous looking WNBA basketball players are would be Kelsey Plum for the from the Las Vegas Aces, and then the other one be Sabrina Ionescu from the New York Liberty.
Yeah,
But like to me like I think Caitlin Clark, I think she deserved this highlight moment over Kelsey Plum. I think she deserved winning deserved breaking that record of Kelsey Plum.
yeah, she deserves it. She's revolutionized college basketball. I mean, just her in general is like selling out arenas. Kane Clark,
Everybody
she's amazing.
has been saying that Caitlin Clark, she's like the female version of Steph Curry.
That's not a bad comparison. Yeah, SGA is an MVP consideration. SGA definitely a candidate for that.
And when you look at Caitlin Clark, she even shoots like Steph Curry.
Yeah, she pulls from the logo sometimes. She's ridiculous.
So you would say that that comparison would be accurate?
Definitely, I think it is a very accurate comparison. Ken Clark and Steph. Definitely think it is.
Who do you think's gonna which two teams do you think are gonna make it to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, Louisiana at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome?
Bias, Niners and I think Bengals will be back, and then non-biased, I think Detroit's gonna make it. I think it's gonna be Detroit and Kansas City. But I hope it's like Niners against someone else besides the Chiefs. They better not play the Chiefs, or else they'll lose. But Niners versus a team, not the Chiefs. That's what I hope it is. But I think it's gonna be Lions Chiefs next year.
I think that whole Travis Kelsey and Swift nonsense.
Yeah.
Like I hope that the Chiefs would lose because I was really sick and tired of that whole thing going on. Remember the romance between Swift and Kelsey?
Mhm.
I was sick and tired of that. I'm like, what is that? What is up with this thing between Kelsey and Swift being a couple?
Yeah, a lot of people were not too fond of that, and especially around the field after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Me included, I don't believe in Josh Allen. No, I think Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. I'm very low on Josh Allen. I think he turns the ball over way too much. So I do not like Josh Allen at all. If the Bills play the Chiefs, they're not making it. If they can somehow like not play the Chiefs, which is hard to do because Chiefs are like a guarantee every year to make it to the AFC Championship game, I think they can. But if they got to go through Kansas City, they're not being Kansas City. I just don't see it happening ever. Kansas City's an Buffalo.
I played Madden 24. I think Brock Purdy looks pretty realistic as he does in real life.
Yeah, I think it's like an 85 or something. And man, I think that's a pretty good ranking. Kevin Roberts, what's going on? Kevin Roberts says, I have arrived. Appreciate tuning in tonight, Kevin. Appreciate you tuning in. Once again, if you would like to call in, which you do not have to, but if you would like to, the link is pinned in the chat. This is also the link pinned on the stream right here.
Hey,
If you'd like to join in, click the link pinned on the chat. Just click it. Type your name. You don't have to show your face at all.
Hey, Brandon, I
Talk
really
about
like
whatever.
your background.
Oh, thank you. A new background tonight. New background. Johnny says 49ers got paid off to lose to Taylor Swift. A lot of people are saying that. I don't think that happened, but a lot of people are saying that they rigged it for Swift.
I mean, like for me, I don't know why people are saying that Taylor Swift rigged the Super Bowl for the Niners.
Mm-hmm. I
I
don't.
don't know why they're saying that.
No. I don't
What's
think
the
the NFL will go
basis?
that far.
And what kind of basis do you have in saying Taylor Swift rigged the Super Bowl?
There's no basis. There's none. Just people just don't like her, so they're gonna say she rigged it. That's plain and simple. That's it. I think. I'm gonna have a surprise on camera for you guys. Come here. In about 2 seconds. You ready? 3. Here, a dog.
Hey, Brandon, who are your top five kings of all time?
For what sport?
Basketball.
Top 5 teams of all time.
No, I said who are your top five Sacramento Kings players of all time?
Oh, Sacramento Kings. I actually got to think about that. I mean, Chris Webber's on the list. He's probably number 1. I don't know. C Webb. I think Fox can make the list, but I don't know. Oscar Robertson probably. Mike Bibby. I mean, it's tough. Kings. I mean, the Kings. There's not really. Yeah, Jay Will is a good option. I mean, obviously, I think Chris Webber's the GOAT of Kings basketball, but I don't know. Top 5. It's pretty tough.
You know, like
Comparison by the Chiefs.
the Super Bowl 50 in Allegiant Stadium. People are joking that the stadium looks like a big Roomba.
The Roomba.
Now, like you do look at like if you ever seen Allegiant Stadium, it literally looks like a Roomba. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I've never seen it, so. Yeah, but Legion Stadium
It's
is
that
pretty nice.
cleaner. It's that cleaner on the floor that cleans your floor and everything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That thing. That thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then people were saying, and then people were saying Chase Center looks like a toilet bowl.
It does. I do see that. Chase Center does kind of look like a toilet bowl. I do see that. You want to go back on the bed? Go, James.
Hey Brandon, what kind of breed of dog is that?
Everything, actually. It has, like, literally every breed. It has Golden Retriever, Shepherd, it has Poodle. So that dog is literally everything. Pretty much. So.
Hey Brandon, I really like that you make your shows very interactive. You get a lot of guests on here.
Yeah, thank you.
You
If you'd
try
like to
you
be
try
another
and do your
guest, click
best
the
to
link.
make the show very interactive.
Yeah. If you'd like to be another guest, click that link. Pin in the chat. We can talk about whatever sport you want. If you want to talk Kings basketball, really any basketball team, you can talk 49er football,
Hey
or
Brandon,
football in general, baseball.
I didn't realize you were doing a Hangout stream until I went to YouTube and I saw that you were doing a show. So I said I want to hop on and join your show.
Yeah, I don't do many of them, but I just decided. I mean, with the All-Star break here, there's no Kings basketball for a week. Decided let's do a call-in show, and tonight worked. So yeah. Can we talk the Masters? I mean, if you want to talk the Masters, you could, but I'm not getting involved because I have no
My
idea about
As
anything
a
about the Masters.
49er fan, my favorite moment that I'll remember for a while would be the touchdown pass from Joe Montana to Dwight Clark
The catch.
when the Niners went to the Super Bowl when they were playing the Cowboys.
Yeah,
That was
the catch.
that moment will always I'll always remember that moment forever.
I wasn't alive for that, but that moment, it was just, it's in lineup. It's
It was
maybe the
absolute
greatest point in our history.
pandemonium when you saw that, right? Like when you saw that when they won it, it was like there was so much pandemonium going around. Everybody was going nuts because then they realized that the Niners were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the catch is remarkable. What happened there? The Dwight Clark. It's maybe the greatest point in our history. It's legendary, just not just for Niners in the sport of football. The catch.
I mean, like for me as a San Francisco Giants fan, Buster Posey is going to be one of the greatest Giants of all time.
Yeah, I agree. Sad to see him hang it up, but I think the Giants' future is bright. Like catch with Bailey. Definitely do.
How many more games do you think the Golden State Warriors are going to win this season?
Ooh. What is their record right now? Let's see. Right now they're 27 and 26. I can see the Warriors winning. I see the Warriors going 42 and 40. So I think they'll win 15 more games. They can go 42 and 40.
I really love using StreamYard because a lot of my friends use StreamYard for like live shows and stuff.
Yeah, it's good when you want to have people on because you can just send the link, people can join up. Biggest says Mike Bibby is still the best point guard for now. Fox and Chan with the playoff series win because Bibby got some playoff wins. I agree. Yeah, Bibby is the greatest point guard of all time in Kings history, but I think Fox. Yeah, like you said, if Fox
My
wins a playoff series, he can definitely surpass Mike Bibby.
my favorite San Jose Sharks moment of all time would be when Barclay Goodrow scored that goal in the game 7 in overtime
Yeah, that
against
was
the
fun.
Vegas Golden
I was
Knights.
watching that game. That was an insane comeback. Game 7 against Vegas. Made it even better.
Hey Brandon, I'm actually going to the San Jose Sharks versus the Vegas Golden Knights game on February 19th.
Really?
And my mother got free tickets from her work. So we're sitting in the penthouse suite.
Wow. It's pretty close. President's Day, so yeah, that's gonna be a fun game. Good atmosphere there. Fox is better than Mike Bibby. Boom. I mean, it's definitely up for debate if Fox is better than Mike Bibby. Right now, like Pika said, I'm gonna take Bibby. I'm gonna take Bibby right
Brandon,
now
you
over
should
Fox.
definitely go to a San Jose Sharks game because SAP Center has one of the most electric atmospheres ever. Like it really
Yeah.
gets crazy in there after, you know, that's why I love going to that arena because of how mad it can get in there.
Yeah, it's not the biggest arena, and that results in a very loud atmosphere. Obviously, right now it's not the greatest atmosphere because they're not a good team. But when they're good, when the Sharks are winning, that place is sold out every night, and it's
Hey,
very
Brandon,
raucous.
at first they were owned by HP,
Yeah,
which was like a software company, and now they're owned by SAP, which is a German company.
yeah.
And it's also the chairman for SAP is also a German gentleman.
The SAP Center is definitely a nice arena. Definitely nice. Show me Fox. Show me Fox is carry like team like Mike Bibby. I mean, Fox did have. I mean, he balled out. He did all he could against Golden State last year. He did, but I mean, he didn't win. Hopefully this year he can win a playoff series. But right now, I'm giving it to Bibby. But Fox, if he wins a
Um,
playoff series, will surpass him. I think.
I've hopped on people's shows on StreamYard, and I've seen some really long shows. I've seen some shows that have gone 12, 13 hours.
Wow, 12-13. I've seen shows go like 5 hours, but 12-13 is crazy.
Like
Wow.
they've gone. I've seen some shows that have gone way like 2 to 3 a.m. at night. They've been keep the show kept on going,
Wow.
and the show didn't end. The show kept on going, and because like the reason why it's a problem coming on a show on StreamYard is that you're talking so much and you're talking amongst everybody that you don't realize the time is flying by.
Yeah, 13 hours is crazy. Talk about timing. I'm probably gonna. Well, right now on the East Coast is 11:40 p.m. I'm gonna end this at midnight, so that means I'm gonna be on for about 21 minutes. Again, if you would like to call in, click the link pinned in the chat or just type it that's pinned on the screen right here. If you'd like to call in, click the link, type it in, whatever you want to do. If not, feel free to check. You do not have to call in. But if you do call in, you can talk about whatever you want, really. Talk about basketball, baseball,
But for
football,
me,
just talk about normal things.
I'm the only person that isn't shy about calling in.
Yeah, and a lot of people I know. I mean,
I'm not
myself
shy
included. I'm
about
not really.
calling in. I really love calling in because if you're talking about my favorite sports teams, and then I really prefer to call into the show.
Yeah, myself included. I'm not really the most like. I'm not. I don't call in to a bunch of shows. So I know a lot of people aren't really like comfortable with it, which is fine. But yeah, some people have different comfort levels.
I can't believe when I don't call in, when I don't turn on my camera, you can people can still hear what I have to say even though I don't have my camera on.
Yeah, that's a good feature.
Like you
Streamer,
can
that's a
still
good
hear
feature.
my voice, right? Even though if I don't have my camera on,
Yeah,
right?
I can still hear you.
You can still hear my voice.
Yep.
I love that feature too about StreamYard.
Yeah, that is a good feature. I did see the Black Mamba statue. Did see it. I think it's good. I mean, Kobe was amazing, one of the greatest players of all time. So he deserves a statue.
Hey Brandon,
Definitely.
do you like my logo?
I like every part of your logo besides one. I do not like the Warriors, but the rest of your logo is nice. If only that Warriors logo was a Kings logo, then I'd be in love with it. But Warriors, not the Warriors.
Hey Brandon, how long have you been a Sacramento Kings fan?
First year I started watching 2016, but my family grew up Kings fans, so that's how that happened. But first year I ever actually watched basketball in general and Kings basketball was 2016. That was the first year.
I mean,
That's really the
I
first year I started
really love
watching.
everything you're doing I really love everything you're doing on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks, Shardo.
You're slaying it.
Thanks.
I mean, you got in the future you have to have more guests on here because if we had like one or two more guests joining the stream right now, it will be so much fun because we could bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah, very good. Originally, people came from Northern California, so that's how that happened. But yeah, and then we moved to Jersey. So that's how that happened.
What were your thoughts on the Orlando Magic's retiring Shaquille O'Neal's number 32 jersey up in the rafters?
Yeah, I saw that. That was much deserved. I mean, they lost the game, but Shaq deserves the jersey retired. I think that's the Magic's first time doing that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Shaq deserved it. I mean, I'm the only. I don't know any other Kings fans like personally, but I've seen people in the chat who said they're Kings fans also from Jersey, and most friends I have that are sports fans. Basketball wise, it's usually Knicks or Sixers. Not really as much Brooklyn, but usually
I mean,
Knicks and Sixers.
as a San Francisco Giants fan, the greatest moment that I would keep thinking about would be when Matt Cain posted a perfect game.
Yeah, that was a good moment. That was. But yeah, basketball wise, Knicks, Sixers. Baseball is Yankees. Yankees by far. Then football is Giants, Jets, Eagles. I'd say probably edge Giants by a tad, but
Brandon,
yep,
you're the only person that makes me feel good because some of my friends pressure me to turn my camera on. I
yeah,
really like that you're one of those people who gives people the option whether they want to turn their camera on or whether they want to keep it off.
yeah. I don't mind at all. You can
I like that about you
on
because
or off. Yeah,
I don't like to feel pressured about turning my camera on. Maybe I don't feel like it, or maybe it's very late at night and I don't wanna show people my face.
yeah. That's
Sometimes I
understandable.
like sometimes I like showing my face. Other times I don't really feel like it.
Yeah, I get that.
I have times when I like to show my face so people can see where I am, but sometimes I keep it off. I keep it off most of the time. It's just
Mhm.
how I feel. If I wanna turn it on, if I wanna keep it off, I just do whatever I feel at that moment.
Yeah,
If I feel like it, then I go with it.
yeah. I get that. Definitely get that. Yeah, Jordan. Jordan, in my opinion, is the goat. What he did is just amazing. I mean, I know Knicks fans who just they played Jordan and they just knew, kind of like the Niners and Mahomes. When they played Jordan, they knew their season was gonna end. That's just how scary and how good that guy was. So I wasn't alive for the Jordan era, but people I know, they just whenever they played him, it's over. That's kind of like the Niners with Mahomes.
I mean, like when I look at Space Jam 1 and Space Jam 2,
Yeah,
I like the original Space Jam better because it reminds me of Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan got his fame in Space Jam number 1.
yeah,
And Space Jam 2 was okay because it did have Klay Thompson, it did have Damian Lillard, it did have LeBron, um but I prefer Space Jam #1 over Space Jam #2. Many people have differing opinions over that, but I don't. But I like #1 better.
I'll be honest, I have not watched Space Jam. I'll be honest, I have not.
No,
But I definitely
you
gotta
like
watch it.
but #1 has Michael Jordan in it, so my number
Yeah.
one is like iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clearly iconic, but I'm happy that I respect people's opinions. Like if people like #2 better, I'm not gonna like go after them and saying why don't you like #2. I mean, people are people have their opinions and people can stick to whatever they like.
Mhm.
If they like #1 better, they like #1 better. If they like #2 better, they like #2 better.
Yeah. I love this song too. What's going on, JJ Sports Coverage? Appreciate you tuning in, JJ. What's going on?
I also like the intro song to Welcome to Space Jam from Space Jam #1.
Yeah,
That's a catchy song. It has
it
a
is
great
catchy.
vibe to it.
Mhm. So once again, probably gonna end this stream in about 10-ish minutes. So if you would like to call in, get your thoughts in, click the link that's pinned in the chat. You can talk about whatever: football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever you want to talk about. You don't have to talk about sports even. Just tune in. We're probably gonna stay on for like 10 more minutes. We're gonna stay on until midnight Eastern time, which is 12 minutes away. So. Go Chiefs, says JJ. Hey, your Chiefs have given me horrors. JJ, I'll tell you that much. Horrors.
For the San Francisco 49ers, Allegiant Stadium kind of reminds me of a house of horrors for them.
Yeah. Both times they played Allegiant Stadium, they went to overtime. I mean, they played the Raiders there, I think, last year. That went to OT. Then they played the Super Bowl. That went to OT. So each time they played in Vegas, it's gone to overtime. It's kind of crazy to think about. So they're 1-1.
I've seen JJ Sports coverage a lot, but it's great that he's in the live chat.
Yeah, I haven't seen JJ, but appreciate you checking us out. JJ Sports Coverage. Yeah, congrats, Chiefs fans. Yeah.
Brandon, this show kind of reminds me of when people do a show and they have a special guest and then they do a long show. To me, this kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
In a way, it gives me feelings of that.
That's cool. Patrick catching up to Tom Brady. Maybe looking at Tom Brady #2. I think we already are looking at Tom Brady #2. I mean, he's already won 2 rings in the span of what did he play first year 2018? It's been 5 years. He's won 2 Super Bowls. He's been to 4. He's been in the Super Bowl for the last 5 years. He is going to be, not yet, but he is going to be the greatest quarterback
Brandon,
of all time.
you and I have 2 things in common. We both like the 49ers and the Giants.
Yeah.
But I like the Warriors and you like the Kings. So
Yep.
there's clearly like we are different in what teams we like.
Yeah.
But there's no problem with that.
No.
There's no problem with liking different teams. I mean, like, it's okay.
Mhm.
I'm not mad that you like the Kings. I mean, the Kings are a good basketball team.
Yeah. It's
They got
finally
Harrison
good to see him
Barnes. They
succeed.
got De'Aaron Fox. They got DeMontis Sabonis.
Yep.
A lot of great All Stars.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this year they don't have any All Stars, which is a crime. But I'm never gonna live that down. The fact that the Kings have no All Stars this year, I just don't get that. Sabonis 6th in the MVP voting, not an All Star. That just ticks me off. Fan voting is stupid. Fan voting is really stupid. MJ Cock. Who's MJ Cock? MJ Cock. Lars Rybuck, what's going on, Lars? World Cup in USA, Canada, Mexican 26 some buzz going about that. Yeah, the World Cup final is being held at MetLife Stadium, which is about 40 minutes from my house. I don't even want to guess how much tickets are for that game. But that literally, I'm seriously considering it. That literally, the one can find out being held 40 minutes from your house,
Hey Brandon,
is literally a once in a lifetime experience.
when you do a Golden State Warriors play-by-play stream,
Yeah.
I could read the comments in live chat while you could do play-by-play.
Yeah, maybe we'll check that out. Do the Kings play the Warriors again this year? I think they do in April.
No, that would be kind of Brandon. That would be kind of interesting for you to do play-by-play, and I could read the comments in live chat
Yeah,
when you have a
if the
breaking
Kings and the
play.
Warriors play again this year, I can definitely talk about that. If they play
I,
this year
the
again.
Kings and Warriors don't play this year.
Oh yeah, hopefully they'll meet in the playoffs though. Hopefully that's what I hope. But I definitely consider that. Yeah, my comparison to this year's Super Bowl was Warriors Celtics from 2021, because the Chiefs like the Warriors dynasty, and the Niners like the Celtics. They've won a lot in the past, and just have not been able to get over the hump. So Warriors Celtics was my comparison to this year's Super Bowl. Nah, not really. I mean, Boston's like
Hey,
4 hours north, so
hey
that's not really a
Brandon.
ton. Yeah,
When it comes to buffalo wings, what do you prefer, boneless or bone-in?
boneless, boneless buffalo wings. That's what I prefer. I do not like boned.
You don't. Why don't you not like bone-in?
I just don't like bone because I just don't feel like eating around the bone. Just gonna just want to eat the whole wing. So I like boneless. I think the bones
I
really
mean, like,
really annoying.
when you watch like a Super Bowl party and you order buffalo wings, I rather prefer bone-in because it looks more like you're watching a football game.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do. We got Kevin Roberts backstage. What's going on, Kevin Roberts?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
What's going on? Nothing much. How about you?
Um, Figured I'd pop in real quick and say that I appreciate the channel, man.
Yeah.
You know, I love the play-by-play commentary. I think you actually got like a future in this, by the way. You
Yeah,
know what I
thank
mean?
you.
Hell
Hey,
yeah,
That's what I
dude.
want to do. So
Hey,
Hey,
man.
Kevin, how many
Go ahead.
how many games do you think the Warriors are gonna win this season?
How many games do I think?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a playing team, and I actually think Sacramento's going to have to face them.
yeah,
And
I think that could happen.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
So, which I'm kind of worried about.
I don't want to play Steph again.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Steph? What are your
over
thoughts on Steph? What are your thoughts on Steph Curry? Do you think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer?
Definitely.
He's already a bona fide Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Not only does he have the championships to back it up, but he's one of the greatest shooters ever,
yeah,
if not the best. You know what I mean? So,
he already is.
yeah. I mean,
If Stephen Curry breaks his record of 54 points in the Garden when they play the Knicks, are you gonna watch that game?
I don't know if I got time.
Cause you gotta go to Madison Square Garden, man. Like that's the mecca of basketball, man. You gotta go there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Garden.
well, I'm all the way out in
Like
Nevada.
that's if you got one arena that you got on your mind, you gotta go to MSG. You definitely gotta go there, man. That's I've never been there myself, but I really want to go there one day.
Yeah, you know what? I would love to play a show in Madison Square Garden. That'd be sick. You know, but yeah. Anyways, hey Brandon, man, thanks for having me
And
on, dude.
Steph-
I
and
do
Steph
gotta
Curry
continue my
also
drive,
broke,
dude. But yeah, dude,
and-
show's cool, man.
yeah. Thank
And
you.
Steph Curry also
Hell yeah,
broke
dude.
the
Thank you for your support.
Hell yeah.
and Steph Curry also broke the Stephen Curry also broke the 3-point record in MSG.
Yeah, MSG. I mean, I've been there once. It was for a college game, but I've been there once. It's really cool. So MSG is expensive. I was looking at the Kings Knicks tickets. I think that game's in like April. God, cheapest tickets like $150 for a Kings Knicks game in the regular. Too expensive. I'd just go to Barclays and pay $50.
Hey Brandon, I would really love to see some UFC and WWE matches held in MSG.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And they're mostly held in Chicago.
But people, but like whenever you watch like UFC matches, they always take place in Las Vegas
Yeah.
at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That'd
that's
be cool
like,
if it was held in MSG.
because isn't like if you ever watch like UFC, you would get my point of why they're held in Vegas instead of any other city.
Yeah.
Like if you ever play the UFC, like the video game UFC, you could Vegas is one of the cities that you can choose if you want to play in UFC.
Yeah, I haven't played it, but that'd be cool if it was held at the Garden.
And-
I gotta go to a
and-
Golden State Warriors game.
And definitely,
So is
definitely
JJ.
when you watch UFC, which is held in Vegas, it definitely makes you feel like you're there when you play the video game.
You gotta
Like
check
you
the
feel
game
like
out.
you're fighting.
Yeah.
If I was playing UFC 5, I would love to play as Conor McGregor
Mhm.
against Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's also another UFC fighter.
Yeah. I don't really know a lot of UFC fighters, so I don't know who I'd be. I mean, yeah, McGregor I know. Besides McGregor, is John Cena? No, John Cena's not a UFC fighter. The Rock? I really, if you ask me about wrestling, it's like someone talking about rocket science. I have no clue what you're talking about when you talk about wrestling or whatever UFC. Conor McGregor's the only one I know who's a UFC fighter. I didn't even know that until Charles said it. I mean, I knew who he was. I just didn't know. I don't even. What's the difference between UFC, WWE? I no clue. Yeah, the Chiefs parade. Chiefs having it for the second straight year in KC. Second straight year the Chiefs are having that. Niners haven't had it since whatever '96. Yeah, that's the bucket list. If Niners win the Super Bowl, I want to go to the parade. Whether it's in if when I'm living near there or not, I want to go to the parade.
Brandon, like I'm a big fan of wrestling,
Yeah.
and I love watching the sport. And my top five wrestlers are number five Rey Mysterio, number
Uh huh.
four John Cena, three The Rock, two CM Punk, one Undertaker.
Yeah. John Cena, I know. The Rock, I know. I've heard of the Undertaker. Heard of it. So yeah, I'm like a noob with wrestling. I'm literally a noob. Yeah, and the thing that happened at the Chiefs parade, to show off your sick beard, this is Gavin Roberts. The thing that happened at the Chiefs parade with the shooting and the people who got killed, was like 9 people. That's just disturbing. It shouldn't happen. That should not happen. That's just sad. But yeah, so prayers out to everyone who got harmed from that at
Brandon,
the parade. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of WWE female wrestlers, and
Hmm.
I think that they have one of the most flamboyant outfits that they wear in the ring.
Who's this?
This is Charlotte.
No, no. Who are you talking about this then?
I'm talking about I'm a big fan of WWE female wrestlers,
Yeah.
and I'd say that they have the most flamboyant outfits in the ring.
Yeah, I've seen some clips of female wrestlers. Definitely interesting. The Undertaker works in a cemetery, but he has his own powers. I mean, I've seen some clips of The Undertaker. I'm not really. There was like a stretch of my life where I like watched wrestling videos and like was very entertained by them, but I think that stretch is long gone. It's never coming back. So I don't know. That is, yeah, not a lot I know about wrestling. Who's Alexa Bliss? Who's that? Look her up. Alexa Bliss. Ooh. Okay. Big Guy says, Brian, you live by the WWE. I do? Where are the WWE headquarters? Where are they? Young RVD and young AJ Styles, says Johnny. Bonito, welcome back, says, do I have school next week? I have school every day next week besides Monday. Monday I have off because of President's Day. And I had a half day today. So, every day I have school next week besides Monday. So I have a little 3.5 day weekend. They're talking about wrestling. I'm not talking about
Hey,
wrestling because I have no idea what
hey,
I'm talking about.
Brandon,
Yeah,
Alexa Bliss is so gorgeous. Have you ever
yeah.
seen
I looked up a
photos of
picture
her
of her. Yeah,
on Google?
yeah. I just did.
She's a really she's a really beautiful looking female WWE wrestler.
Hmm. Yeah, Monday's President's Day,
Like
the
like
19th.
like when you look at most of the female WWE wrestlers,
Yeah.
Most of them are just based on their looks. They just
Mhm.
people care about the looks.
Yeah. For that female wrestling, that's probably all they care about. I thought President's Day was this past Monday. No, I think it's. Well, I have off school for some reason. Pretty sure it's just this Monday, the 19th. I think it is. Spring break starts late March, so I still got a while
Brandon,
till that. Yeah.
whenever people go to like WWE wrestling matches,
Uh huh.
uh the guys just wanna look when the girls come out.
Yeah.
Like I bet the guys are just here to see the female wrestlers and not the male wrestlers.
Probably wouldn't be shocked.
What?
Wouldn't be shocked. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying you wouldn't be shocked if when guys watch a WWE match and they would just wait for when the girls come out.
Not at all. Especially with what they dress in. No, not at all. I think they probably enjoy that part more. Probably enjoy that part a lot more. Yeah, that groundhog's an idiot. That groundhog completely screwed his prediction. Absolute idiot groundhog. Never trusting him again. But in New Jersey tomorrow, it's going to be 15 degrees. 15, it's snowing. In mid-February. What in the hell? 15 degrees. Absolutely absurd.
Brandon, you know when you look at the photo of Alexa Bliss, she looks she kind of looks like Harley Quinn with the hair.
She does, actually. Yeah, she kind of does look like Harley Quinn. I don't care about a groundhog's feelings. A groundhog's an animal. I don't give a crap about his feelings. It's a groundhog. He was wrong. I'm gonna insult the groundhog for that. Insult it.
When I watch WWE wrestlers
Yeah.
and I see the divas come out into the ring, some of them have great like are very muscular, so that kind of intimidates the other female wrestlers who are going up against them.
Yeah.
Like they're basically trying to intimidate the other wrestlers.
Yep. That's what they're doing.
I mean, would you ever go and watch a WWE match?
I'm be honest and say no. I mean, if someone pays me, sure. But if I'm paying myself, no. If someone pays me to do it, definitely. I'd do anything if someone pays me.
If
Besides obvious things, but
if I was going to a WWE match, um, I would I like to buy merchandise so much that if I had the money, I would probably spend $200 worth of merch at a WWE match.
I mean, $200 worth of merch at WWE games. I'd buy like 2 T-shirts with how expensive things are in arenas. But yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, I've heard nice things about it, but I just don't get it. I just don't understand anything that happens.
And some people when they watch WWE matches, some people say that they're staged.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people saying that. I tend actually to agree with them. I think it is. Yeah, I was gonna eat pineapple pizza. I mean, that was supposed to be Tuesday, but I was gonna eat pineapple pizza on stream, but the Niners choked. So if you want to see me watch me eat pineapple pizza, that's not happening because of Kyle Shanahan. That's why it's not happening.
Brandon, when I was in the live chat
Yeah.
and I said I really like pineapples on pizza,
Oh
you
yeah.
you you re- you turned that down and said that I can't believe you like pineapples on pizza.
Yeah, I forgot you were one of those pineapple pizza lovers. I'm very passionate about no pineapples on pizza. Very passionate about that. How long am I streaming? I'm going to stay on. Actually, what time is it? 12:06. I'll stay on until 12:10. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Hey Brandon, how's life been with you?
It's been good. I mean, just been home mostly. Been working. So it's been cool. Just a long stretch of the school year, so I gotta get through that. After I get through this stretch, it's winding down. Then I'm home for summer break. So Yeah, it's been nice. It's been a good time. How's it been for you, Chardal?
It's been great. My day's been great. What do you do in your free time? Do you watch TV? Do you play video games?
Well, it hasn't started yet, but I do play volleyball. That starts in about a month, I want to say. So
Do
I
you
do
play
play
on a
that. I watch sports, play
do you
video
play on a
games.
school do you play on a school team?
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
which school do you go to?
I go to high school in Central New Jersey.
Oh, I have
So
I have I have a lot of relatives in New Jersey.
yeah, New Jersey. I mean, it has a bad reputation, but it's not that bad, honestly. Depends where you are. If you're in like Newark, yeah, it sucks. But if if you're in the nice parts, like if you're more towards the middle, it's a nice area. Yeah, I do play volleyball because I'm probably don't know this. I'm 6'5". I'm pretty tall. Pretty tall, so I play in the front. All right, thank you for tuning in tonight, Kevin.
Brandon, what do you like about volleyball?
I just think it's super fun to play. If volleyball, I always say this. Volleyball's fun to play if your teammates know what they're doing. If your teammates have no idea what they're doing, volleyball sucks. But if your teammates know what they're doing, it's probably the most fun sport to play, in my opinion. So that's what I think about volleyball. I think it's very fun.
I think volleyball is a really fun sport also.
Yeah,
I love all the rules. I love all the rules with volleyball with the spikes and the kills and the digs.
yeah. I'm not really the best passer in volleyball. I can definitely.
I mean, what got you
Yeah,
into
spike.
playing volleyball?
It came down to either playing basketball or volleyball, and I chose. Well, I played basketball when I was a kid, and I kind of got out of it when COVID happened. So in high school, I wanted to play a sport. It was either basketball or volleyball. I didn't feel like playing basketball again, so I just chose volleyball. And yeah, I made the team, and yeah, now I play. So that's how I got into it. I've been playing for like 2 years.
You
I
should
am
you should
6'5".
you should definitely watch cricket. Cricket is a very fun sport.
Yeah, it's famous in
It's
like India, I think. I haven't watched it ever, but I can check it out. I'm quite tall. Would I be a shooting guard or a small forward? I'd probably be like a guard slash forward in the NBA. I'm like the height of Kevin Herter, right? Is Herter 6'4"? I don't know. I'm like Kevin Herter's height.
Brandon, what kind of mic do you have that you use for your shows?
I have an Audio Pro. That's what it's called. An Audio Pro microphone. What's it fully called? Audio Pro X5 microphone. That's what I'm using right now.
Brandon, if you were to hang any Sacramento Kings memorabilia in your room,
Yeah.
what would you hang in there?
Ooh. I mean, I'd probably get myself just a big old flag, put it right back there. That's what I'd probably do. But this room's Niner themed, so no, I wouldn't do it in this room. But if I were to get any Kings fashion things, I'd probably just get like a basic
Brandon,
flag.
what 49er memorabilia would you put in this room?
This room is already full of that 49er memorabilia. My comforters, 49ers. The room is painted in red and gold. There's Niners curtains in front of me, Niners stickers. So this room is literally all Niners. You want to see the dog again? No, which doggy? I'm going to show him, and then for the rest of the show, I'll show the doggy. Hold on, let me just pick this up. I think I was just muted, but I just showed you each of the dogs, which one you want to see. I think I was just muted there. I didn't know. I didn't know. Which one looks like? Oh, the gold one? Her name's Jazz. She's quite camera shy, so I don't think she wants to be here. The gold one's name is Jazz. The gray one's Ozzy. You want to come here, Jazz?
Hey Brandon,
What?
what do you like about dogs?
I just like how loyal they are and how fun they are. And they're adorable. They're adorable. They let you do things that the humans don't let you. They're fun. Here's
You
a
kind
sheep.
of you kind of remind me of if Justin Bieber was Polish.
Is that a compliment?
That's a compliment.
It is? Okay. Alright, I'll take it.
No, that's why you look like your hair.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber has that type of hair too.
I need a haircut, but I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. I'm gonna say it for 1 minute for the last minute. Actually, no, she's sleeping. I'll be nice to her. But I know this. Oh, God. I sound like a girl. You know how to swim? Yes, I do know how to swim. I do know how to swim. Look at the dogs barking. Alright. I'm probably going to end the stream here. SG Sports Talk, Chardal. Thank you for calling in tonight. Really appreciate it, Chardal.
Hey Brandon, I hope you have a great rest of your night.
Yep.
And I will love to hop on. I will love to hop on to your show. Maybe another time.
Yeah.
Cause
I'll do one. I may do one every Friday night. I don't know if I'm actually gonna live by that, but I'm gonna do a lot more of these. Definitely.
I love talking with you, man. You're really you're a really great person, and it's great that I got to know you.
Thanks. All right.
And
Thank you for calling in.
I prefer you keep on turning on your video, but
Yep.
you don't have, if you don't feel like you don't have to, but I really like seeing you. I like seeing your face, because then I can know how you look. It's a great way to let other viewers know to get out and support your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep the camera on. I think it's a good addition too.
And I prefer you. I really like. I also prefer you turn your camera on also.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I will. All right. Again, thank you for calling in tonight.
and just keep me updated on next time you do another show. And if I'm not busy or if I'm not doing anything, I'll definitely click on the link and hop into the show.
All right, I'll let you know. I also
Okay.
posted on the community tab, so
Okay.
you want to be updated?
Bye,
Check there.
Brandon.
All right. Thank you for calling in. All right.
Have a good one, Brandon.
You too.
See ya.
See ya. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, SG Sports Talk, for calling in. Kevin Roberts as well for calling in. Thank you guys for chatting. PK Man OG. Thank you, Johnny Bitterosa. Thank you. Oh God, my cough is coming back. Ponytail. Thank you, JJ Sports Coverage. Thank you for doing it. Thank you everyone who watched, who chatted, Lars. Thank you guys for doing it. Really appreciate it. Next time I'll be live is tomorrow night. It'll be USC versus Colorado. Bronny James against Colorado. I don't know any single player on Colorado yet, but I'll figure that out by tomorrow. We'll most likely be live for that tomorrow. That'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Modi didn't show up. I'm sad. I wanted Modi to call in. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.